Hi, Dave here with Crossrope, and today I want to talk about an issue that I think is a point of confusion for a lot of people in fitness when they're looking into jumping rope, and that's weighted ropes. So there's two different kinds of weighted ropes. There's one kind where the weight is in the handles, and then there's another kind where the weight is in the rope. And a lot of people don't have a fundamental understanding of what the difference is between the two types and the benefits that one type has over another. So for the sake of creating an example today, I've actually got 2-pound wrist weights on each of my arms. And I'm using a standard weight jump rope that's very similar in weight as the jump ropes with weighted handles where the weight is inside the handle. So normally the weight will be a ½ pound or a pound. In this instance, I've got 2 pounds on each wrist. Now, the issue with these type of weighted ropes and with the design is that when you're jumping with proper form and holding the rope, you're not actually moving the weight very much, whether it's in your handle or on the wrists. So when I'm jumping with these weights on, the weights are almost staying in the same spot. I'm not moving them a lot. And the more my form is poor, the more of a workout I'm getting. So using weights or a weighted rope, it almost encourages you to have poor jumping form, moving your arms all over the place so that you're actually moving the weight and getting work done. The reason why that's a problem as well is because with all this weight bogging down your wrist, whether you're wearing wrist weights or whether it's in the weight of the handles, it becomes a little bit more difficult to feel a lighter weight rope and it hampers your coordination. So, the difference with a weighted rope, like the ropes that Crossrope carries, is that the overall weight might actually be less. So this is a 3-pound rope. However, it encourages proper form and technique because I'm going to be keeping my wrist stable on rotating using good form, but the faster that I rotate the rope, because of the way that the weight is distributed and the distance that it's moving around me, the more resistance and the more benefits that I'm getting. So if I'm rotating the rope here, this is actually much more challenging than what I just demonstrated with the wrist weights, because the weight is moving a much greater distance. And as I start to rotate faster, it's a lot more centrifugal force being generated, and it's a lot more challenging for the upper body. So just something to take into consideration. Weighted jump ropes with a weight in the handle or using wrist weights, you're barely moving that weight at all. Weighted rope where the weight is actually distributed throughout the rope creates a lot more resistance and is going to offer a lot more upper body benefits.